All right, so this next one is what are you doing? If you remember in your improv classes, you might have done this exercise when you were learning about object work. Basically, how it works is we will get a suggestion of an activity from the audience as well as a person's initials. So the activity might be jumping rope. The person's initials might be CR, okay? So how it's going to work is it'll be in teams, very similar to try that on for size. So we'll have two different teams competing against each other. So how to work is team A will start by jumping rope. So this person will begin miming jumping rope. This next person will say, "What are you doing?" And that person must say any other activity other than jumping rope. And they have to use the initials CR. So they might say, "I'm crushing rocks," okay? So it looks very different from jumping rope. The next person then must begin miming crushing rocks, okay? At which point the other team will look over and say, "What are you doing?" And they've stopped jumping rope at this point. "What are you doing?" The person must say anything other than what looks like crushing rocks. So they might say, "I'm crocheting rompers." This next person would begin crocheting rompers. We go back and forth until someone freezes. They can't, they don't use CR correctly. Well, all the typical reasons why we do the game show buzzer. At which point we cycle that person out. The next player comes in. We get a new set of initials and a new activity to set up the next one, okay? So it's a back and forth. We typically do this to open the show. It's just a nice way to break the ice and get everybody warmed up. So here's how an intro might look for What Are You Doing? Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to start this evening out by doing a little misdirection and a little mime. So how this is going to work is we're going to get an activity from you as well as some initials, and our activities are going to do some mime for you. So if you were to yell out jumping rope, and I also got the initials CR, and this first actor started jumping rope, if you could do that for me now, great. So they're going to be jumping rope. Now we've got two teams, person A and person B, person A, person B, those are our two teams. While they are jumping rope on this team, someone from the other team will step forward and say, "What are you doing?" Now this person must say anything other than jumping rope, any activity, but it must begin with the letter CR. So they might say, "I'm crocheting jumpers," okay? So, crocheting rompers, sorry, CR, crocheting rompers, at which point this person will begin crocheting rompers. This person will say, "What are you doing?" They have to come up with a whole new activity that starts with CR. So instead of crocheting rompers, it's, "I'm crouching rowdily." This person must begin crouching rowdily, and we'll go back and forth until someone freezes. They don't use CR correctly like I did, CJ, crocheting jumpers. That was dumb. So freeze up. If they repeat themselves, they're going to get eliminated. The way that we know that they've been eliminated is you, the audience, will do the bong sound. Let's try that at the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Bong! Fantastic. So it's competitive. We've got these two teams. We need to get the suggestions from you. What's another activity? Great. Cutting wood. Fantastic. And your initials, sir. PP. Interesting. Okay, PP. Great. So we got cutting wood and PP. And let's start with this team and begin. Cool. So that's how it's going to work. So just establishing the rules of that. You got it. Thank you very much.